The modern enterprise data center is heavily fortified by preventative controls. Firewalls, intrusion prevention systems, and strict access policies are engineered to keep unauthorized activity out. But even the best perimeters fail. A sudden surge in outbound network traffic, bypassing standard filters, demands an immediate operational response. In enterprise IT, an incident is a broad classification. It covers any event that negatively impacts the confidentiality, integrity, or availability of an asset, which includes power outages, natural disasters, or an employee accidentally cutting a live network cable. A computer security incident is entirely distinct. It is a specific violation or imminent threat of violation of security policies and acceptable use practices, typically the direct result of a malicious attack. Security professionals operate under the assumption of compromise. Despite deploying state-of-the-art preventative measures, determined adversaries will eventually find and exploit a vulnerability. Organizations survive these breaches by executing a disciplined, 7-step incident management framework rather than relying on ad hoc troubleshooting and reactionary scrambles. This framework forces a systematic response. It ensures that when an attack occurs, the primary goal of minimizing operational impact is achieved without destroying the critical digital evidence required for legal prosecution. The CISSP incident management lifecycle begins with detection. IT environments utilize multiple automated systems to flag potential intrusions. Intrusion detection systems generate alerts, anti-malware tools catch known signatures, and automated scanners comb through audit logs searching for unauthorized privilege escalation. An alert alone does not confirm a breach. False positives are common. Initial verification falls to the IT first responder. Like a medical first responder, this individual needs specific training to distinguish a superficial issue from critical trauma and know how to stabilize the situation. Once verified that a security incident is underway, the responder must immediately escalate the event to specialized personnel to prevent further system degradation. By requiring human verification before escalation, the detection phase acts as a filter. This ensures incident response resources deploy only for genuine threats, preventing fatigue from false alarms. Verified threats trigger the response phase and activate the CISRT. The foremost directive is never counterattack. Retaliatory hacking is illegal and provokes escalation. Furthermore, attackers obscure their origins using botnets, so a retaliatory strike will likely damage an innocent third party. The core mandate of the response phase is forensic integrity. Every action taken must protect the compromised data as viable legal evidence for future prosecution. A standard IT troubleshooting reflex is to reboot a malfunctioning machine. In a security incident, powering down the system is catastrophic. It instantly wipes temporary files and volatile RAM, destroying the exact artifacts investigators need to trace the intrusion. The priority is preserving the digital crime scene. Operational convenience is entirely secondary to maintaining an unbroken chain of evidence. With evidence secured, the team moves to mitigation, focusing on strict containment without tipping off the intruder. Tactics are highly localized, physically disconnecting a compromised server's network cable or deploying router access control lists to isolate an infected subnet from the enterprise architecture. As the technical bleed is stopped, Phase 4, reporting, addresses the organizational and legal fallout. Protocols dictate who needs to know. If an attack exposes personally identifiable information, or PII, organizations are legally mandated to notify the affected individuals. For severe intrusions, the organization escalates to official agencies. In the U.S., this means coordinating with local law enforcement or the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Global enterprises dealing with cross-border data breaches must frequently report the incident to international bodies like Interpol, fulfilling complex jurisdictional requirements. Mitigation neutralizes the immediate technical threat on the network, while reporting manages the legal, financial, and reputational liabilities that follow a data breach. Phase 5 is recovery, returning the environment to a secure state. Rather than risky patching, the safest method is completely rebuilding infected systems from scratch using a clean backup. Administrators then execute a strict validation checklist before reconnecting systems to the network. Recovery restores operations, but Phase 6, remediation, corrects the vulnerability that caused the breach. Through root cause analysis, personnel trace the attack vector backwards. For example, if a SQL injection bypassed a firewall, remediation requires rewriting application code to permanently close that specific vector. Recovery treats the symptoms to get the business moving today. Remediation cures the disease, so the exact same attack fails tomorrow. The final phase is lessons learned. Here, the incident response team conducts a comprehensive review of the lifecycle. They evaluate human and technical performance. Did the first responder recognize the alert quickly? Was vital forensic evidence corrupted during the initial panic? The conclusion of this framework is a feedback loop. Insights from lessons learned are routed directly back into the detection phase. This dictates targeted upgrades. Sensors are retuned, policies rewritten, and staff receive specific training based on actual adversary behavior. Incident management is not a linear checklist. It's a continuous operational cycle designed to convert isolated network breaches into compounding systemic resilience.